My mother developed breast cancer when I was a small boy, and she passed away when I was 7. Cancer remains one of the largest diseases that people struggle with on a daily basis. All these years later, 30 years later, it still continues to be a vile force in people's lives. Yes, medical research has come a long way in the last 30 years, but it can only do so with charitable fundraising. My name is Mr. Coates. I am the head of business studies here at Westmount Collegiate. I have been here at Westmount for the last 12 years, and over those 12 years, I have acted as the head and run the programs of accounting, marketing, entrepreneurship, grade 10 business, and investments. Business is starting to realize that they need to give back to the communities that help support them. And in so doing, I want to start that at the grassroots level, where students understand that, yes, you can go out and start your own business and make a lot of money in doing so, but you also can't forget the community that you basically are there making your living off of.
I think it's very important that Mr. Coates teaches us to give back, because when you take business, you think about all the movies that you watch and all the things that you hear in the news about businesses and ethics and all these different things. But in his class, he really focused on giving back and how business can raise money to help people in need, and not just to help rich people or people buy new things, but it's all about giving back to the global community and really focusing on making the world better. And Mr. Coates really focuses on the Canadian Cancer Society and how business can actually do good for the world.
So the first course that I developed here that was sort of taken after reality television was The Apprentice. So I aligned that one with the grade 11 entrepreneurship, and it was quite successful from the beginning, so I started expanding that same concept into other courses for grade 11 marketing, where we divided the groups into specific corporate teams. They had challenges to run through the semester, and their final project for the entrepreneurship is Venture Week, where the students are challenged to come up with a new product that's innovative and meets the needs of the consumers here at Westmount, and sell their products for a week down in the atrium. In the marketing, we do a similar premise, but it's hosting an event. They're promoting this event for 4 days leading up to the event day. Then they host their event with the proceeds that they raise going to a charity of their choice. Venture Week, we raised the money for the Cancer Society.
I've never been in a school where a teacher makes that part of their curriculum, so it was a unique thing about Mr. Coates that the kids are learning about business and entrepreneurship and marketing, and in that process they're also raising money for charity. So it's very unique. I think it's a wonderful opportunity for kids to learn about giving back and understanding about money and business, but at the same time giving back to the community. So it's a wonderful thing.
So Bare Necessities is the store that I run through the entrepreneurial program. Students work one shift a week for 10 weeks. They work under the supervision of a grade 12 manager who I have hired as either a director or the apprentice. They become my eyes and ears in the store and report back to me on the progress of the employee. The money that's raised, the profit margin off the sale of the products, is also going to the cancer research. So again, over the last 12 years, we're now in season 24, meaning each semester is a different season. That's where we raised the money for the Cancer Society, which is $104,000. We sell school clothing, we sell snack foods and beverages, and of course, my own brand, Coates Ice, to the student body. And generally speaking, we bring in a good, on average, say $4,000 to $5,000 profit a semester. when you consider the daily grind of teaching, you don't really see it in maybe a week or a month or even a year, but after a period of 10 years and you see students returning and they're now established in the business world or perhaps in medical science, and you hear where they have ended up and you were part of that journey and formulating their direction, that's what makes it worthwhile. You have to give back to them, you have to consider charity, you have to consider the environment, you have to consider diseases that affect all of us, and of course any money that's raised helps support those.